Welcome to my channel. This reaction request that I have is for Mika singing Happy Ending. This was requested anonymously. I think I've done one before for him. It was a duet, if I recall correctly. Before we get into the video, though, I have to thank you for coming here and for deciding to watch my videos. You didn't have to do that. You could have gone anywhere. But you chose me. And I appreciate that. I really do. I always put the singer's links or the artist links in the description of their playlist so that you can support them as well if you want to. But I put the link to the song I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia for whatever I can find that's relevant. And I always put the link to the reaction request form so you can request reactions if you want to. I don't take requests through the comments. So if you put a request in the comments, I'm going to reply with a link to the form for you to fill out. That's what I do. So this is Mika singing Happy Ending, and it says Sinfonia Pop. I don't know what that is. They have so many names for things.
This is the way you left me. I'm not pretending. No hope, no love, no glory, no happy ending. This is the way that we love, like it's forever, and live the rest of our lives, but not together.
I wake up in the morning, stumble on my life. Can't get no love without sacrifice. If anything should happen, I guess I wish you well. A little bit of heaven, but a little bit of hell. This is the hardest story that I have ever told. No hope of love, glory, happy endings, gone forevermore. And I feel as if I'm wasted. And I'm wasted every day.
This is the way you left me. I'm not pretending. No hope, no love, no glory, no happy ending. This is the way that we love, like it's forever, and live the rest of our lives, but not together.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, something's on my mind. I can't get no rest, I keep walking around. If I pretend that nothing ever went wrong, I can get to my sleep, I can think that we just carried on. This is the hardest story that I have ever told. No hope of love, glory, happy endings, gone forevermore. And I feel as if I'm wasted. And I'm wasted every day. And
This is the way you
Okay. That's a beautiful song. Really beautiful song. But he has some really strange, jerky movements. I think I would have enjoyed it more if I couldn't see him. Excuse me. He's singing primarily in the falsetto range, and he has a beautiful voice, and the song is beautiful as well. It's just that the movements that he makes are kind of distracting. At least they are for me. I would have preferred more smoothness in his movement, if that makes any sense. I don't know if this is how he does it all the time. I don't remember him being like this jerky in the last one. Matter of fact, I don't think he was at all. So maybe it's just the song to him, the emotion it brings out in him, which it clearly was, he was affected by the lyrics, the way that he was singing. Maybe that's what caused him to behave in that way. I'd have to see another performance of the same song to know for sure, but it just was strange to me. Again, the song itself is beautiful, and his singing is beautiful. I like the way that he can transition between falsetto and his regular voice without any loss of power, and without really any noticeable change in the tone. That's a really unique quality that he has. But I can't get over that jerkiness. It just got to me. Anyway, that's my take on it. I pray for you, for each of you, that God will build a hedge of protection around you, build a fortress that protects you from the evil one. And he will do that if you walk with him. My wife pointed out Psalm 91, verses 9 through 13, that talk about the same thing. So you might want to go just look that up. Basically, when you're with God, when you're in sync with him and you're not fighting against him, you're not trying to do your own thing, but you're following his wishes and you're following his desires and you're trying to do what he's asking you to do. And I want to explain something to you. This does not mean you have to be a minister. It does not mean you have to be an evangelist. It does not mean you have to be anything but what you already are, because that's what God called you to be. But what it does mean is that in your daily life, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, God is at the forefront in terms of your brain and the way you think and how you act and behave. And if that's the case, then you're protected. Period. You don't have to worry. And when you slip outside of that, when you decide to do what you want to do, when you want to make your will, your personal will, preeminent, when you want to make your personal will preeminent in your life, and decide for yourself what you're going to do without any input from God, that's when you get outside the castle and you are unprotected. I hope that makes sense. So my prayer is you never leave, that you hang out there all the time, because that's the place to be. It's the place to be safe. It's the place to be loved. It's the place to be at peace. It's the place of heaven on earth. And I pray that for everyone that you love as well. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.